Every year, thousands of seniors fall just because of poor posture and weak balance. One wrong step could change your life forever, but you can prevent it. Watch closely, because what you learn in the next few minutes could save you from your next fall. Part 1. Rebuild your foundation. Better balance starts with how you stand, breathe, and take your very first step. Have you ever found yourself walking a little slower than you used to? Maybe you feel like your steps aren't as steady, or that you're leaning just slightly forward without realizing it. These small changes can sneak up on us over time, and before we know it, something as simple as walking across the room feels like a chore. But here's the thing, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to accept poor posture or shaky balance as your new normal. In fact, improving the way you walk can completely change how you feel every single day. It can help you feel stronger, safer, and even younger. I've seen it time and time again. People in their 60s, 70s, even 80s regain confidence, stability, and energy just by making a few simple changes to how they move. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're going to have a real conversation, just you and me, about how to improve your walking posture and balance without complicated exercises and without needing fancy equipment. You don't need to become an athlete. You just need to understand what's happening with your body and how to gently bring it back into alignment. We're going to walk through some practical tips together, step by step, literally. Let's start with something most people overlook: how you stand before you even take a step. You might be thinking, of course I know how to stand, but you'd be surprised how often posture shifts with age, especially after years of sitting more or moving less. When you're standing still, try this. Gently pull your shoulders back, lift your chest just slightly, and imagine a string pulling the top of your head up toward the ceiling. This isn't about stiffening your body, it's about gently realigning it. Soften your knees just a little so they're not locked. Let your arms hang naturally. Just that simple adjustment can make your body feel more balanced and centered. Give it a try right now, even if you're sitting down. Feel the difference? Now, once you're standing tall, how do you begin to move? Many people shuffle when they walk, especially if they're worried about falling. But shuffling actually increases your risk of tripping. Instead, try to pick up your feet slightly with each step. It doesn't have to be exaggerated, just enough so your toe clears the ground. If your balance feels off, start by practicing this while holding on to a sturdy surface like a kitchen counter. The goal is to create a smoother, more confident stride. Another thing to be mindful of is where your eyes are. Many older adults tend to look down when they walk, usually to make sure they're not tripping. But looking down all the time actually throws off your balance. Your body follows your eyes. So, instead, keep your gaze forward, about 10 to 15 feet ahead. This helps your brain better anticipate what's coming and keeps your posture upright. Let's also talk about the way your arms move. You might not think your arms are important when it comes to walking, but they actually help with rhythm and balance. Swinging your arms naturally, one forward, one back, helps your body stay centered and makes your steps more fluid. If you've gotten into the habit of holding both hands in front of you or keeping them stiff at your sides, it might feel a little strange at first to let them swing again, but the body remembers. Give it a few minutes each day, and you'll be surprised at how quickly it becomes second nature. Breathing is another piece of the puzzle. So many people hold their breath when they feel unsteady, especially while walking. But this actually makes you more tense and less balanced. Try this instead. Take slow, deep breaths as you walk. Inhale gently through your nose and exhale softly through your mouth. Not only does this calm your nervous system, it also helps your core muscles support you better. One of the most overlooked habits is checking your footwear. If your shoes are too heavy, too loose, or worn down at the heel, they can completely throw off your posture. You want something lightweight, with good grip, and a little bit of cushioning. A shoe that supports your heel and arch can make walking feel easier and safer. Don't be afraid to get rid of old shoes that no longer feel supportive. Your feet deserve better, and so does your balance. None of these changes are dramatic, and that's the beauty of it. You don't need to overhaul your entire routine. Just paying attention to how you stand, how you step, and how you breathe can have a profound effect over time. It's not about being perfect. It's about becoming just a little more aware of your body and giving it the gentle guidance it needs. Part 2. Strengthen what keeps you steady. Your core, hips, and feet are the secret to walking with confidence again. Once you've begun to pay attention to how you stand and move, you might notice something else: your core. And no, I don't mean doing sit-ups or anything extreme. I'm talking about the muscles deep in your belly and back that help keep you upright. You don't need to become a fitness fanatic to engage them. In fact, simply standing or walking with a bit more intention can start to wake them up. Here's a simple way to do it. The next time you're standing at the sink or waiting for the kettle to boil, place one hand on your stomach and gently pull your belly button inward, just slightly, as if you're zipping up a pair of pants that's a bit snug. Hold that for a few seconds while continuing to breathe. That gentle pull activates your deep core muscles, your built-in support system. Over time, this small action helps strengthen the muscles that support your spine and hips, improving your posture and stability without even breaking a sweat. As you begin to feel stronger in your core, you'll likely notice that your balance improves in little ways, like being able to stand on one leg just a second longer while putting on socks, or feeling steadier while stepping off a curb. That's real progress, and it starts with just a few mindful moments each day. Let's also talk about what's happening with your hips and legs. These areas are like the foundation of your house. If they're weak or stiff, the whole structure becomes shaky. Many people over 60 experience tightness in the hips, especially if they have spent a lot of time sitting over the years. That tightness pulls your posture forward, shortens your steps, and can throw off your balance. A gentle way to loosen things up is to start your day with a few minutes of leg swings or hip circles. You can do this while holding on to the back of a sturdy chair. Just stand tall, gently swing one leg forward and back like a pendulum, about 10 times. Then switch sides. Don't force it. Keep it smooth and relaxed. These small movements help lubricate the hip joint and send signals to your brain that your body is ready to move. And while you're thinking about movement, here's something important. Never underestimate the power of walking on uneven ground. I know it might sound counterintuitive, but walking outside on grass, sand, or even a gravel path, carefully of course, challenges your balance in a healthy way. It forces the tiny muscles in your feet and ankles to wake up and do their job. If that sounds too risky right now, you can start smaller. Stand on a soft yoga mat or even a folded towel at home. Practice shifting your weight from one foot to the other. It may feel a little wobbly at first, but that's actually a good sign. It means your balance systems are getting a workout. And let's not forget about the role your mind plays in all this. Confidence matters. If you're constantly worried about falling, that fear creates tension. It shortens your steps, stiffens your spine, and makes you less stable, ironically, increasing the risk of a fall. So how do you shift that? You start by celebrating small wins. Maybe today you stood a little taller. Maybe yesterday you took an extra G. You took a few steps without holding on. Those moments matter more than you think. Try speaking kindly to yourself, especially when practicing. Instead of saying, "I'm so wobbly," try, "I'm improving my balance one step at a time." Your brain listens, and when it believes you're safe, your body responds with more ease and grace. And here's a simple trick that many of my older patients have found incredibly helpful. Pause before you move. It's called the pause and plant. Before standing up from a chair or taking a step, pause, plant both feet firmly on the ground. Take a breath, then move. That brief pause helps your brain catch up with your body and reduces the chances of feeling off balance. It's like giving your nervous system a gentle heads up. Okay, we're about to move. You can use this tip anywhere. Before walking down the stairs, getting out of bed, or stepping into the shower. It creates a rhythm and sense of control that's incredibly grounding. As you begin to apply these gentle shifts, engaging your core, loosening your hips, grounding your feet, you'll notice that walking begins to feel smoother, even more natural again. It's not about pushing yourself hard. It's about moving with awareness and with kindness toward your body. You've spent a lifetime moving, working, living, and now is the perfect time to give your body the attention it truly deserves. You don't have to do everything at once. Just one step at a time, one conscious breath, one steady pause. That's all it takes to start building better balance and posture that supports you every day. Part 3. Move with confidence for life. It's never too late to walk taller, stay safer, and live stronger, one step at a time. As you continue to take those small, mindful steps toward better posture and balance, there's one more area we haven't talked about yet, but it might be the most important of all. Your feet. They carry you through life every single day, yet they're often the most neglected. And when your feet aren't feeling their best, everything above them starts to suffer. Your knees, your hips, even your lower back. Take a moment right now and wiggle your toes. Can you feel the floor beneath them? Are they tense or relaxed? Many older adults develop stiffness in their feet or lose a bit of sensitivity, especially if they've worn tight shoes for years or spent a lot of time sitting. But the good news is, just like with posture and breathing, you can gently wake them up again. A simple way to start is by taking your shoes off at home and standing barefoot on a soft surface, like a yoga mat or carpet. Try spreading your toes wide, almost like you're gripping the floor. This simple movement can reawaken the small muscles in your feet and improve your body's sense of balance. It might feel strange at first, especially if your feet have been tucked away in shoes all day, but give it time. A little bit of barefoot time each day helps re-strengthen your foundation. Massage can also help. You don't need anything fancy, just a small ball like a tennis ball or even a water bottle. Roll it gently under your feet for a few minutes. This not only feels good, but it also stimulates the nerves and muscles that help your brain stay connected to your balance system. And while we're on the subject of staying connected, let's talk about staying active. Now, I know you've probably heard it 100 times, stay active, stay active. But I want to reframe that idea. Staying active doesn't mean going for a 5-mile walk every morning or joining a gym, unless that brings you joy. It simply means moving your body regularly in ways that feel safe and enjoyable to you. That could be dancing in your living room to your favorite music. It could be walking through your garden, reaching up to trim a plant, or bending down to pick a ripe tomato. Even gentle stretches in your chair while watching TV count. The key is consistency, not intensity. And it's never too late to start. I once worked with a woman in her late 70s who had nearly given up on walking without a cane. We started with a few simple balance movements at the kitchen counter. At first, she was nervous. She doubted herself. But we just kept at it, a little bit each day. After a couple of months, she was walking more confidently and even started taking short strolls in the park with her granddaughter. Her biggest takeaway: it wasn't about getting everything right. It was about not giving up on her body. That's what I want to leave you with today. You are not fragile. You are not broken. You are capable of change. Real, meaningful change, no matter your age. Your body has so much wisdom in it. It's carried you through every high and low, and it's still here doing its best. Every day. So treat it with kindness. Be patient when things feel a little shaky. Celebrate the small wins, like standing up a little straighter or walking to the mailbox without holding on. Those moments matter. They are proof that you're moving forward, step by step. And if something doesn't feel quite right, that's okay too. That's part of the process. You're not aiming for perfection. You're aiming for progress. And with a little time and a little love, your posture and your balance can absolutely improve. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for investing this time in yourself. Your health, your mobility, and your confidence are worth every second. I'd love to hear about your experience. What changes are you noticing? What's helping you most? Let me know in the comments below. I read everyone. And if this video has been helpful to you, please take a moment to like it and share it with someone you care about. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because there's so much more we'll explore together to help you live stronger, safer, and happier at any age. Here's to you, your strength, your balance, and your journey. You've got this. And remember, every step you take is a step toward a more confident, vibrant life. Keep walking forward. The best is yet to come.